What up, Cass? What up, Chase? River Racer back with another fantastic video. So we got a few small things to go through. But first, let's get with the first one. Yep, another Oxyshred. This one, guys, is kiwi strawberry. Not very exciting, but damn good. Alright, so checked my mail yesterday. Locks came in. So let's check some of the new Locks products. Now, some of them may have been featured in other videos, but we're going to run through them again because my use of them is, my expertise of having used them can be given to you guys. Y'all get what I'm saying. Alright, first up is their seasonal all-natural lip balm. Well, I guess not seasonal, I guess you say monthly, actually. Each month, Locks puts out a special lip balm that you can get that month. Now, they may start putting them all out later, but right now, you want to get the monthly flavors. So this monthly scent or flavor, whatever you want to call it, is raspberry lemonade. It smells just like it. If you don't use lip balm and you live in like really humid or really cold climates, I would get it. I would especially get it from Locks. It's all natural. This is made with beeswax, shea butter, cocoa butter, coconut oil, vitamin E, fragrance oil blend, and it works. I've already put some on, so I'm not going to put any more on, but I use it. Alright, next up. This was shown in a video a while back, maybe 2 years, maybe, I don't remember. Beach Bum Post Swim Hair Conditioner. I'll make sure I get the words right. This one is it is a post swim hair conditioner, Beach Bum. It's a Hawaiian suntan. That's what it looks like on the inside. Not too exciting. But the scent, guys, this scent is very distinctive in my opinion. It's like tropical, but with a slight suntan scent to it. I guess you wanna. I can't describe it, guys. It's awesome though. It's great. I have used Beach Bum in the past, and I have never, ever had a problem with it. Their hair conditioners are excellent, especially if you like to condition your hair even after the shower. Even if you use conditioner in the shower, you can still use this because it'll soften up your hair. It'll revitalize the shine that you like to have afterwards. Yeah, this all-natural conditioner will nourish and protect your hair after shower, shampoo, chlorine, or saltwater exposure. Scrape out small amount and run through hair. Can also be used as a styling base with any of our pomade or styling cream. Stay sharp, stay savage. Hawaiian suntan, Beach Bum conditioner. Alright, next. Let's do these in order. Castaway Post Swim Hair Conditioner. It's right here. Keep looking at the can, make sure I get it all right, don't want to mess up. This one is called Island Mango Surf. That's the scent. Let's open it up. Looks the same as the other one. Now, this one, the Island Mango Surf scent on this one is really distinctive as well. You can smell the mango in it, but also tropical. Says the same thing on the back. And one thing that I like about these is, you know, they're easy to use. You know, it's not all that hard, you know, conditioner you get in other things that's, you know, all flaky and shit like that. I don't like that. Last? Yeah, I know. Shipwrecked. Now you're probably thinking, hey man, Shipwrecked, what's the scent on that? Sorry fellas, this one's unscented. However, an unscented conditioner is a good thing sometimes. You wanna know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Imagine you get War Daddy Wax from Locks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. War Daddy Wax, one of my top favorites by Locks. One, the name of it is just awesome. I mean, come on, War Daddy Wax. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on, that's badass. Not to mention, it also has a reference to one of my favorite war movies, Fury, which I hadn't seen actually until a good friend of mine, Dave, sent me the movie. And it's about World War II. It's about a tank these guys were in, and if I'm not mistaken, I think only one of them survived because their tank broke down and they were attacked by the Nazis, Germans. And it's, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Get War Daddy Wax, guaranteed. Now, War Daddy Wax has a very good scent, and if you're out on a date or you're out with some friends, you know, who use Locks, you know, you want that scent to stand out because War Daddy's really good. I mean, anything from Locks is great. So I would use this. Like I said, no scent. Yeah, nothing. But you know, it's a good one though. Now, one thing about Locks, I think I've said this before, is if you look on the back here, handcrafted by veterans. Support your veterans. Even if you don't agree with military, even if you don't agree with war, none of that, support your veterans. These men and women fought for your freedom. That's why you have the right to do the things you want to do. That's pretty much it, guys. You know, there's not really much that I can say, or do on this channel. Well, actually, I can do whatever the heck I want, but some of the videos may be taken down if I did. But there was a question that a fella asked me. This was a few years back, and he asked the question, how does one become a greaser? This guy was on Facebook. He had seen me, my videos, he had seen my Facebook page, and he asked me, how does one become a greaser? Which I thought was a really dumb question. I mean, how does one become a greaser? well, you don't, I mean, yeah, you can become a greaser, I suppose, if you really want to, but how does one become a greaser? Which I thought was a really dumb question to ask. You don't, I, I'm not coming off really good. Alright, here's what I told him. Alright, and you guys can agree or disagree. To become a greaser or be a greaser, you have to have a love of all the things that were 1950s, early 1960s. And the revival with the 70s, and the revival with the 80s, and the revival with the 90s. You have to keep with the changing times. But you have to have a love of the rock and roll, rockabilly, hot rods, motorcycles, pinups, clothing style. You have to have a love of all those things. You have to have a respect for all those things. Okay? The other thing I told him is you gotta you gotta dress right. I mean, I took a look at his photos and he was dressed in baggy clothes and engineer boots. And I told him, dude, we don't wear baggy clothes. I mean, yeah, maybe nowadays if we're working out and we want to be free to move around and do stuff, we might wear some baggy clothes just to, get grease on or get dirty and working. But, we don't wear, our pants hanging down past our ass, and, throwing up gang signs and shit, because he said, aren't greasers gang? And I said, well, how do you come up with that? And he says, well, there was a gang called Greasers and the Outsiders. And I just, shook my head when I heard this, because that is so far off representation of the greaser subculture due to the fact that half their hairstyles don't even match with the subculture. It's a good movie. I enjoy it myself. I think it's awesome. But that is not the representation we want. I'm going to name 5 movies right now that give a better representation. Are you ready? And no, I am not going to mention Grease or Grease 2. No, we're not going to. Alright. First off, Marlon Brando, the wild one. Alright? James Dean, Rebel Without a Cause. Okay? Willem Dafoe and others in The Loveless. Sylvester Stallone and Henry Winkler in Lords of the Flatbush. And last, but definitely not least, now, I don't know if any of you have heard of this movie. It's not well known, but it is one of Kelly Preston's first starring roles. And for a first starring role where you get to see all of Kelly Preston, yeah, that, and when I say all of her, I mean it. I don't know why the hell she allowed herself to be filmed like this, but she did. Mischief. Okay? Those 5 movies are the representation of the greasers in the 1950s that are best. Now, if you like Grease 1, Grease 2, and The Outsiders, that's fine. They're not that. I think my wife would agree with me that right now, probably... Oh, actually, another movie, a 6th movie, The Wanderers.
Yes.
Yeah. The Wanderers and Lords of the Flatbush are probably the 2 most distinctive movies of what it was like back then. Both are in New York, are set in New York, and both are set in the late 50s. Well, no.
Tell them about sometimes they come back, but that gives a very negative representation.
That's another one. Steven, what the hell's his name? Steven, not Spielberg. Stephen King. Yeah, Stephen King wrote a book that was adapted into a movie called Sometimes They Come Back. That features greasers, but they're ghosts. They were killed. They it's just a very negative depiction of the Greaser subculture, but they are in there. But Lords of the Flatbush and the Wanderers are, well, the Wanderers is actually set in 63, because it does show when Kennedy got shot.
And that kind of shows the ending of an era.
Yeah. The ending of that movie is really distinctive because it was showing the end of an era. You know, the hippie subculture was up and coming. Drugs were flooding the streets. You know, you were young and you had to get married, and you know, you know, or you know, you ran off. You know, you gotta really watch The Wanderers, because and watch. I would get the what's known as the preview cut of the movie if you can, because it's got a lot more stuff in it, lines that were not in the theatrical version that you'll want to hear. And you're gonna see some things in that movie. Now, I would really prefer, The Wanderers was a book. I would read the book first, because you're gonna see a lot of stuff in the movie that does not fall in line with the book, and you're gonna see a lot of other stuff in the book that was not in the movie, because that would have not, even when it was made, that would have not been acceptable at that time. The N-word is used in the movie, and there is some derogatory terms for blacks and Italians in the movie, so be aware of that. A lot of greasers back in that day were Hispanic or Italian, and that was just because, well, the Greaser Act and all that happened. It was a different term. It was a different time. It was an era where things were not good. But that's beside the point. I also told this fella, I said, go get yourself some white or black t-shirts that fit. Buy yourself some jeans that fit. You already got the engineer boots, that's good. Get some Converse. You know, Chuck Taylor All-Stars said, you know, get some hair grease. You know, I mentioned locks to him. I said, you know, get some you know, pomade. Get some, you know, hairspray if you prefer. I don't use hairspray myself, but some guys do. Get yourself some hairspray or some gel, whatever. I prefer pomade above everything else. I mean, I'll use gel every once in a while if I'm just, you know, in a hurry, just to all the way back. But I said, get all that, and then you know, get on out. So, and you know, I said, and you know, study some hairstyles, look at my videos, look at videos of Madman, you know, Urchin Greaser, Outlaw Greaser, D-Man Greaser, I don't know, type in the name Greaser on YouTube, you'll come up with a lot of stuff. I said, watch some short films about greasers. Type in Greaser short film on YouTube, guys. You'll find some really short films that feature greasers. The representations and the dressing styles ain't that great, but the short fan films are kind of cool. Like Rumble Down, my good friend Johnny's in that one. He actually uses his name and whatnot. Alright. And basically, I told him, get the clothes, get the hairstyles, check the movies, listen to the rock and roll, rockabilly music, you know, and you know, maybe get a pinup girlfriend or a greaser girl. You know, I don't know if this guy did any of that. That was on an old Facebook I used to have that I don't have anymore. I have a new Facebook now and whatnot. For those of you who have texted my phone before, I'm not going to give out my new number, but I do have a new number. So if you do text that old 520 that I told you about before, that number no longer belongs to me. I'm kind of really just trying to keep my life on a private level now. So I just want to let y'all know, if you type a message or call 520-730-5597, that number's dead. A new number, new phone. So if you want to contact me, leave your info in the comments down below and I'll get to you real soon. If
Or
you
find you on Instagram.
or find me on Instagram, Rebel Greaser Forever. Or if you want to look me up, y'all,
Underscores.
yeah, Rebel_Greaser_Forever. And for those of you who really know my real name, which I gave out, I'm on Facebook under that name. Oh, and that's the other thing. Is somebody asked me, and I believe Madman covered this. The last thing the guy asked me, I want to put this out there, is how do I get the Greaser nickname? Madman explained it, but I'll explain it again. You don't get a Greaser nickname just because you're a Greaser. No, you have to be known for something. Like his friend High Cuffs. One time he cuffed his genius all the way up to his knees. It was funny. Another guy, he found a dead bird, he deboned it and wore him on a necklace. That was Big Bird. You know?
Same rule as nicknames as anywhere else.
Yeah, you gotta be known for something. My nickname's Hook. Why? Because I am a very good impressionist. If anybody who has seen Once Upon a Time and they know the Captain Killian Jones is Captain Hook, I've been known able to impersonate that. For example, some men would take your silence as off-putting, but I love a challenge. I know this ship like the back of my, well, I prefer to do more enjoyable activities with a woman on her back. Hello, love. Did you miss me? And of course, I sometimes wake up in the morning going, revenge, revenge, revenge is gonna be mine. I got the nickname Hook for my impersonations and my attitude, alright? That is my nickname. My nickname is Hook, and not Captain Hook, just Hook. Also because, I like, pirates and stuff like that, so. That's just some things, guys. You get a nickname for being known for something, alright? Anyways, that's neither here nor there, so, come and go with it. Anyways, also, if any of you guys play, like GTA Online, I'm not on there an awful lot, but you can find me on there. Rebel Outlaw 91, you can find me there if you want to. I'm not on very often, but if you do play and you do see my name, say hi, I might kill you, but it's all just fun. Yeah, kill me back. Well, who knows? Get your kill back. Anyways, that's that, guys. So I'm gonna go, but you know how it all goes. So once again, it's Rebel Greaser, and one more thing. Shout out to Locks. Stay sharp, stay savage. Stay greasy cats, stay sexy chase, be cool, keep it rockabilly. Oxyshred, drink up, and remember, GTFO, grease the fuck out, freak the fuck out, over and out.